Hello, welcome back to my financial literacy corner. So, while there is plenty of different things that's going on around us, I thought I'd let you know what your states are currently doing in the background in regards to certain things dealing with crypto. So, I want to let you know to start off with some states that are advancing legislation in regards to their various crypto related activities, such as Indiana. Governor signed HB 1042 into law in March of this year, protecting the right to self-custody crypto and allowing state retirement plans to invest in digital assets. The state of Louisiana has the Virtual Currency Business Act effective of 2020. The HB 488 also affirms the right to self-custody digital assets, preventing discriminatory treatment. Now, one thing that's on the rise right now, and businesses in California need to pay attention to because your deadline's right around the corner. California enacted the Digital Finance Assets Law, or DFAL, in October 2023, licensing requirements for crypto businesses engaging in California residents begin July 1st, 2026. Illinois has passed the Digital Assets Consumer Protection Act, DACPA, back in August 2025. Fully licensing requirements take effect July 1st, 2027. So, let you know about a little bit of time frame from there. And then New York, oh my lord, New York, has proposed the Crypto Act, which would make operating an unlicensed virtual currency business a crime, joining 18 other states, such as criminal penalties like. So, a couple of other notable states in progress as well is Minnesota. Yes, Minnesota. A bill advanced in the House in March of last year, allowing banks and credit unions to store customers' virtual currency, though it awaits further approval. So they're still working on the approval in regards to that. There's plenty of investing in regards to public funds, such as Indiana, Wisconsin, and Michigan are allowing public pensions to invest in crypto. Of course, like we said, Minnesota is looking to let banks custody crypto. Remember, the SEC went ahead and gave the green light for banks to utilize certain cryptocurrencies for cross-border payments and remittances. Keyword is cross-border payments and remittances. That is the number one thing that people tend to not pay attention to often, but that's one thing that is global. So anytime there's something that's needed to do for cross-border payments or remittances, it has a high utilitarian use for it. You have to take my word. You can always look it up. And as well for licensing and consumer protection, California, Illinois, and Louisiana have robust licensing, while New York is pushing for criminal penalties. My, New York just has to do that too. So let me go ahead and state in regards to a quick fact for California itself. Business can operate while the application is still pending, but they must apply by the July 21st deadline. As well with Illinois, that Digital Asset Consumer Protection Act, it did go into effect as of August 18, 2025. That is when the framework was established, but the compliance deadline date is January 1st, 2027. The state gave businesses over a year for a full licensing requirement in regards to that. For Indiana, another quick fact is this law allows states' retirement plans to offer crypto ETF options on a voluntary basis. So the option that you have for retirement is now an ETF format. So you can take that if you want to, or the likeness. So let me go ahead and dive a little bit deeper so that way I can let you know some of the other states that have some stuff going on. In the great state of Texas, We have House Bill 4488, which protects state Bitcoin reserve. It was signed into law in June 21st of 2025, and it took effect immediately. And I mean immediately upon signing. The moment they went into law. Because you know how Texas is about their money. Plus, do not forget, Texas was the very first state to have a Bitcoin ATM installed. Texas is also the largest state when it comes to United States Bitcoin mining. We got that here. You can go look all this stuff up yourself. So, of course, they're going to want to make sure that they enact things very quickly. So, if you do live in the state of Texas and you're not in the crypto, I don't know what to tell you. Mind you, like I said, this is financial literacy. It's not financial advice, but if you're in Texas, you should know how Texas is about their money, and they're making it in a way to where if you have the intellectual prowess, know-how, and you know people as well too, or know how to maneuver in certain avenues, you can make money in Texas. Getting back. So the bill exempts the state's Bitcoin reserve for being counted as general revenue, protecting it from automatic dissolution. Also in Texas, House Bill 2137, blockchain tax incentive. It's been proposed to the and referred to the committee as of March 14th, 2025. Proposed effective date was September 1st, 2025. If passed, it would temporarily reduce sales tax to 5.25% for blockchain payments, but only until the state's total tax reduction had hit 400,000. A local law in San Marcos BTM ordinance. It was signed into law as of February 3rd, 2026, and the law takes effect April 1st, 2026. Quick fact, requiring a warning signage on Bitcoin teller machines about fraud risk was up fines to $500 for non-compliance. So basically that's all it takes. So, because you know the ATMs and stuff in Texas are about to allow you to utilize that for Bitcoin, because when you use that, take your cash there or withdraw out and everything else like that, you're going to help out the system as a whole. So, Texas isn't playing in regards to their money at all. Florida, mind you, has House Bill 183 for Bitcoin investment in state funds. It was filed in October 15th, 2025, and the proposed effective date is July 1st, 2026. There's a whole bunch of stuff happening in July. Is it the Clarity Act almost getting ready to get signed? And it's funny how a bunch of this stuff is going into effect right there. It's this Clarity Act is about to drop. Wonder why. Let me finish up. This would allow up to 10% of certain state funds, general revenue, budget stabilization, to be invested in Bitcoin and other digital assets. Senate Bill 1083, Strategic Crypto Reserve. It was filed in December 30th, 2025. The proposed effective date is July 1st, 2026. And a quick fact on that, strict eligibility rules requires any cryptocurrency to have maintained a 500 billion plus market cap for 24 months, effectively limiting the reserve to Bitcoin only. Once the other ones hit that amount, think about what's getting ready to go into that. Now, Arizona. Bill 1024, cryptocurrency payments in state agencies. It was vetoed by the governor in May 12th, 2025. It would have taken effect in January 1st of 2026, but they turned around and redid it again. So as of late, Bill 1045, which is Blockchain Node Protection Act, it was pre-filed December 19th of 2025 and is up for the 2026 session. It would prohibit cities and counties from banning or taxing individuals who run blockchain nodes in their residences. Strong home miner protection. So if you have a miner and stuff, and you're doing it at home versus doing it at an establishment, you would actually have more protections in the like. Now for North Carolina, House Bill 920, Digital Asset Freedom Act, which the tax payment provisions goes into effect as of January 1st, 2026. And the chaos protections effective immediately upon coming into law. So the moment it goes into effect, it's right then and there in the law. It only applies to digital currency with 10 plus years of history, a 750 billion plus market cap, and proof of work mechanisms effectively tailored for Bitcoin and other altcoins that we know that effectively have that type of market cap, and that's going to be put into the work. So you can see how these things are going. So thank you for coming to my literacy corner, and everyone have a good day. I will provide constant updates to let you know what's going on in the background. So as you're paying attention to what's happening in the forefront, at least you know.